Hey everyone, and welcome to the best podcast in all of Web3. Welcome to Tech It or Leave It. Today we are joined by content creator. Let me go through the list here. Content creator, CEO, and co-founder of Subbed.
Yeah.
Model.
Dancer, fire
Dancer.
performer.
Dancer,
And
yes.
Stilt walker.
Yeah.
I mean,
Entertainer.
and qualified nurse. But
Yeah.
nobody
Oh,
died
really?
because I won't be able to resuscitate it. That was a long
I
time
didn't even
ago.
know that.
Yeah.
We are super honored to have on with us today on the show, Gabrielle Taylor.
Hello.
Welcome, Gabrielle. Yay!
I'm going to add something to that list
And
as well.
nursery nurse. Forgot about that.
Nursery
yeah.
nurse,
Qualified
yes,
nursery
yes.
nurse.
Really?
My parents own day nurseries, like children's day nurseries. So obviously you get dragged into the family business when you're
Of
like
course.
18.
Oh
Wow.
my god. Stacked resume.
Yeah.
And diverse.
Literally.
And diverse. Very diverse.
It is very
Very
diverse, yeah.
diverse.
It's not like connected to
Yeah,
anything.
yeah,
It's like,
exactly.
yeah.
So then if we were to ask you, who is Gabrielle Taylor?
God
How
knows.
would you respond?
Perspective.
She's an amalgamation of lots of things put together, lots of experience put together.
I guess then take us back to kind of your journey to becoming a content creator. Like, how did that journey look like? And then I guess onto Subbed.
Yep, so I started as a content creator a very, very, very long time ago. Maybe I started off as a dancer when I was the age of 4, trained dancer, went into dancing on stage, fire performing, had my own entertainment company where I'd supply dancers, fire performers around the globe, worked for some really, really huge brands internationally. And then kind of transitioned into making content on the road as I was traveling. Met a few quite influential YouTubers, dated a few, as we discussed in Lana's podcast.
Yes, we discussed that.
You're saving all the good stuff for your podcast. Like, it's,
The juice.
This is about tech, not
Yeah,
dating.
Alright,
it's about
okay,
tech. Yeah.
Learn all the tricks of the trade, learn how to go viral, how to make YouTube videos, how to film, how to edit, how to set lighting, all of that. Got quite successful with some views on YouTube, and then just transitioned into, paywall sites basically and learned all about that. Have my own subscription website as well, and then transitioned into Subbed basically from understanding the industry inside out and knowing all the pitfalls. And now it's my mission in life to empower creators with AI, with Web3 technology, put the power back into our hands. It's all about us retaining more of our revenue instead of giving away a big percentage to somebody else.
yeah.
And I can tell like that is one of your passions
Yeah.
in life, even like Subbed aside, I think that is something that you probably feel like you can give back to your community of content creators.
For sure, yeah, for sure. I see too many content creators start in this industry and I don't want to say managers like take advantage because that doesn't happen. I just feel like managers should get less of a cut, and I've fixed that problem through AI and through Web3, and we're owning more of our content, and it's just all about empowering content creators.
Yeah.
I actually want to hammer down on that point because, like, a viewer might see, because, like, basically, me as a viewer of YouTube and stuff like that, like, when I'm looking at content creators, I'm really looking at the 0.1% of people who are, like, actually, gone clear, right? Yeah. But the fact is, it's like we're all the users are pretty much neglecting the other guys, right? But even that top 0.1%, they're getting, undercuts quite a lot. I mean, YouTube takes a cut, their managers
Massive
take a
cut,
cut, their agents take a cut. Like, there's so
Exactly.
many, they're left, and then obviously wherever they are, there's a big tax on everything they get.
Yeah.
So, can you elaborate just a little more on the problem of content creators finding a career in content creation?
Yeah, so the content creation is a very tricky industry. I mean, we just touched upon before we started filming how hard it is to actually make content and keep consistently up with that.
So tough.
Yeah.
It's tough to be consistent with it. And it's just not the video, it's what goes behind the video.
Yeah, what goes
the
behind
hair,
it.
the makeup, the script, I guess, kind of the video shots. There's a lot.
So once you've filmed all of that and you've built up a big subscriber base, that's the point when it gets really tricky when you get to those big numbers. Even when you've only got maybe 50 subscribers on your platform, it gets tricky because then you've got to start handling fan interaction, subscriber interaction. So say I had 1,000 subscribers to my profile, my DMs are gonna, my direct message inbox is gonna look absolutely insane. And all those people in there actually might want to buy something from you. They might want a video, or they might want a picture, or they might want a special voice note. And that's where it gets really hard to manage, because you're so burnt out from actually thinking of the content and creating the content. Then to go on and handle your direct message box is just insane. So with the AI technology that we've developed, basically the AI personal assistant that you get when you come onto Subbed, which is a content creation platform, the AI personal assistant helps to handle all of those daily manual time intensive tasks, and really is literally like your little VA, virtual assistant, that sits at the side of you. You can use the AI personal assistant in a big broad way. So you could literally use it to help you schedule your to-do list of what you've got to do that week, or you could take it to the next level where it'll clone your personality, it'll clone your voice, and it'll speak to your fans and handle that fan interaction. And then further to that, we actually use computer vision technology on platform, so that if a subscriber comes and says, "Hey Gabby, have you got a video doing 10 lunges with white trainers and black leggings?" It'll go into my uploaded content and it'll see if I've got that video, and if it does, it will send it out for me, and I've not even had to look at my phone or log into the site. So it really takes control of all the tasks that take a long time, and it gives the content creator more time to actually get creative and make fun, exciting content that's going to actually build their subscriber base. And that's what the manager's taking 50 to 70% of the creator's revenue to do, is just to handle these custom to-do lists, is to handle this fan interaction, is to handle this manual task of dragging out the video, putting a hard price on it, and sending it to the user.
50 to 70%?
Insane.
That's insane.
It's insane.
I've heard of 15%, and I was like, that's high. Like
15.
Yeah.
That's low. That's good. That's a good
Yeah,
deal. It's a good negotiation.
Yeah.
I mean, there's varying levels.
That's
I think
crazy.
The thing with Subbed is we don't want to cut out the manager, because we understand that content creators sometimes do need strategy. They need help on their Instagram. They need help on the YouTube of what to film. So we're not trying to cut out the manager. We're trying to say, how about instead of taking 50%, take 20% or 15% and help the content creator keep more of their revenue, basically.
Yeah.
So going back to like what Subbed's mission and vision, I think you're tackling a lot of problems through one platform. So you have the AI part to it, and then you have the content creator revenue part to it. Can you kind of take us through the process? So you kind of explained the AI. What would be now the content creator, like uploading type content onto the platform? How does that process look like?
Yep. So Subbed is, we call it in-house, like a one-stop shop. So you can come onto the platform and you will upload your content very, very simply, like you would sort of the process of Instagram. You would give it a title, you would upload it, and then your content would sit on there just like as a feed that you could scroll through, and people could see your pictures. And then people that you've maybe built up through YouTube or Instagram, a fan base, will then subscribe to your profile to then see exclusive content of you, or maybe make a custom request, or maybe request a special video or a special picture. And then we facilitate then for the creator to get paid out on platform. And the fun bit is the content creator can get paid out in fiat, or they can get paid out in USDT as well.
That's amazing.
And and users can actually onboard onto Subbed using fiat, credit card, debit card, and with cryptocurrencies as well, stable coins, which is just opens it up to a whole new world.
Yeah. Well, you know, the current CEO of YouTube, who became the CEO last year, he was actually like the fintech guy of YouTube before. He basically built how ads work on YouTube. So now the CEO of YouTube is a money guy, not a video content creation guy,
Makes
right?
sense.
So that's like how important, you know, monetization for social media platforms has become. And it's the same thing with Instagram. The Instagram, he used to be the head of product, right? Like the Instagram CEO. And that's his main focus is monetization. And TikTok creator fund that didn't go anywhere. Like, yeah.
Actually, it is somewhere, but it's not here in the UAE yet.
Yeah.
Like, I know, like, if you make like 2 million, but I think like platforms are starting to realize they're gonna have to give back to their content creators, or else they're not gonna use their platform.
Exactly. Yeah.
And also, they're starting to realize that there's new players coming in that are
Yes.
trying to
Yes.
take over. So they're trying to rapidly change. Like YouTube's not going to be YouTube forever. Instagram's not going to be Instagram forever, right? And so I actually wanted to go back and ask you, like, just as like for you as an entrepreneur, right? Because you listed your
The
resume,
resume.
Very
yeah,
varied history.
Stacked resume.
yeah, and I correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like you always choose the more ambitious route, like
Yeah,
content
never
creation,
simple.
nursing, and now CEO and co-founder of this new tech company. And I've had the pleasure, we've had the pleasure of seeing you in action in the last 30 days in Singapore. You went to Bali in between Singapore and
Yeah.
what how has the last 30 days treated you? Like, what can you say, like, some of the highlights of Singapore? And also, um, uh, like, what is your current goal now? Like, what are you trying to do for subbed, uh, traveling around the world in the last few weeks?
I think definitely Singapore was a big highlight. Of course, Luna's event was amazing. They always
Shout
are.
out. We
Thank
didn't
you.
try to say that.
Shout out. It was definitely a whirlwind going to Singapore. The sub team, we really put ourselves out there. We went to as many events as we possibly could, networked as much as we possibly could. Bali was a little bit of a 5-day break.
Yeah, nice.
And now we're back on the work train here in Dubai, networking, meeting as many people as possible. Where the aim is really to expand. We've got beta launching in 3 weeks. The platform's actually going live with beta in 3 weeks' time. We're going to have 10 content creators on there, myself being one of them. And then we're gradually going to expand. Just because of the compute power that's needed for the platform, we need to make sure we're doing this correctly, properly, scaling on a gradual curve instead of, going to the moon, as they say in Web3 straight away. I think it's important that we do that. So yeah, the plan is just to launch beta and gradually grow. And of course, we're always looking for investors, strategic investors, people that have, Web3, AI at the forefront of the mind and really are on board with the fact that the world is going into an AI and a Web3 era. Whether, it's like I said yesterday, whether we like it or not, it's going that way. So
It's
you're
happening.
on the train or you're off the train.
Yeah, and I think something we've also discussed is like your split subs, and I think what your passion is too is to try to bridge the gap between Web 2 and Web 3 content creators and kind of show that like you can transition into a Web 3 platform for your content.
Yeah, for sure. And I feel my passion also is not only empowering creators, but this is a huge opportunity now for Sub to actually bridge a Web 2 user to become a Web 3 user.
Yeah.
Introducing on a mass scale to millions of people, hopefully, that you can, come onto sites like Subbed and you can onboard with fiat or you can onboard with cryptocurrency, and just making that transaction and that learning process, I suppose, as simple as possible. Because I really do feel like the way that the world is going, we're going to be very cryptocurrency heavy, should we say.
Yeah.
There's a lot of the world leaders, pushing cryptocurrency, so why not try to be one of the leading platforms in the industry as well.
I mean, even like you're in the best place because in the UAE, I mean, I just saw yesterday on my like Intisalat or like Do app where you put your mobile provider.
Yeah.
It's like you can pay in crypto.
Oh, you can?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
You can pay in crypto now. You can pay in crypto your phone bills, and like that's crazy.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I wanted to ask you. This is your first time in Dubai.
It is.
What are your thoughts so far?
I love Dubai. It's I really do love it. I really do love it.
The pitch has gone an octave, yeah.
I didn't realize how forward-thinking Dubai was with regards to Web3, with regards to tech. I really do feel like it's a tech and it's a Web3 hub, and it's nice to be part of, I suppose, the revolution. It's good to be here in an era where the industry is revolutionizing. The world is changing. It's a revolutionary industry here in Dubai.
It's interesting because I always like to ask people who come here for the first time, because it's like, all we know is like the UAE, but it's nice to hear an outsider's perspective of like, what did you think before you came here, and then what did you think when you were here?
Agreed.
And I think more or less everyone kind of says the same thing: safety, tax is hot.
Safety,
like,
so by the way, that's so true. Every single guest we've had,
I went to Tech Tuesdays. Shout out to them last night. They were very good hosts. And I sat down and I got up from my table and I'd left it's Dubai, you don't care. I left my jacket there, and I picked up my bag and put it on my shoulder, and I went back with my jacket, and it turned out like 50 dirham.
Yeah, no one's
Yeah,
gonna
yeah,
touch
yeah.
it.
Wood fell out on the chair, and I was like, oh, it's still there. In London, no.
No way.
The pub
yeah.
in London, that'd be gone in 2 split seconds, and the jacket.
And the jacket, yeah. The safety here is actually, but then it like shelters you in a way because
Yeah,
when
it
we
does.
do travel,
Yeah, when you do
Yeah.
go
we're
back
like,
to London,
oh,
it's like,
okay, yeah. It's like take off everything.
Don't
put-
wear the watch.
Exactly, don't wear the watch. Exactly. So going a bit back to like 7, we're jumping around here is how our conversations
Yeah.
usually happen. But so we have the 3-week goal of the beta launch
Yeah.
of the platform where 10 content creators are going to be like active on the platform. What does the next like year or 3 years, like where do you kind of see your milestones with subs as you go on this journey?
Yeah.
Because you said it only started 9 months ago.
Literally 9 months.
Which
We've
is
built a lot of
wild.
tech.
9 months.
I
That's
don't want to
crazy.
think about the dev bill right now.
Yeah, I was
'cause
gonna
it's
say,
like
ignore,
maybe
ignore,
pushing
ignore.
$1 million that we spent on tech.
Yeah,
It's a lot.
It's gonna reward you. It's gonna
Yeah,
come
it's
back.
gonna, it's
Yeah.
gonna reward me. Well, also subbed. So we're all about right now with beta going live with real content creators. So supporting real content creators with the AI technology that we've got. And tokenizing content, which is something we haven't touched on as well, which maybe we can go back to, but tokenizing content through the blockchain. And then looking forward to Q2 next year will be something that I'm really excited about, where the AI creator part of the site will come out. So on Subbed, as well as looking after the real creator with AI, with Web3 technology, anybody can come onto the platform and become an AI creator. So you can generate, customize, and tokenize your own AI creator. You can change everything. Literally, the eyes, the ears, the nose, the mouth, head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Literally, an accent, a personality. You can create whoever you want to be. You generate images on Subbed to put onto social media, so to put onto X, to put onto Instagram. You market your AI creator on social media platforms, and then you bring over your audience to Subbed, and that's when you can start to upsell them things, maybe knowledge, content, all that kind of good stuff.
Yeah.
If anyone wants an example that I gave to Lana yesterday was, imagine you're a travel vlogger, you know a lot about the world, but you don't want to put your face on your brand. So you could come onto the site and you could create a character, whatever you want them to look like, generate images for social media, and you do the normal thing like top 10 things to do in Bali. And then if you want to find out more, come onto Subbed, and then that's when you could upsell them a travel plan, the best 10 things to do in Bali for, $100 or whatever, and then that's how the funnel would work with the AI content creator.
That's actually a really, really good idea, because
valuable.
people are
Yeah.
doing that already on Instagram, but they're doing it for free. They're getting nothing out of it.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
It's like they're putting so much work into it, and
Yeah.
like I know a few people who are trying to do like a travel guide, exactly that example that you said. But again, it was just like they put 6 months worth of work into it, not make a single dollar, and then
Yeah.
it's like, okay, well, you know.
Exactly. And it's very hard to make an AI creator right now. It takes a lot of software. It takes a lot of generations to even get the fingers and the toes and the face consistent, which is something that we at Sub do really, really well. If you have ever generated an AI character, you'll know one day your AI character looks 17 and one day they might look 50. It's all about having the technology that we have at Subbed. It's all about keeping that character consistent, so it actually not resembles a real human, but is that real human touch. It always looks the same age, it always has the same skin tone, always the same height and the same shoe size, which is something we've worked very, very hard on.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's also a very valuable feature that I don't know anyone that's doing. I think this will be kind of first of its kind. Can you tell us more about the tokenomics part of the platform then?
Yep, so we do have our own in-house Subbed token. So the AI creator that I was just talking about then, you have to actually use the Subbed token to generate your AI character. And then further to that will then, the really exciting thing about the AI character then, or AI creator, AI influencer, whatever you want to call them, is then that lives on the blockchain. So maybe you could create this travel blogger that was making 5, 10K per month, whatever industry you're in. You could then sell that in-house on an NFT marketplace, and then you can trade that on and you can sell that on. Also, we've got the sub token for the real content creator side of things. So if you want to receive 4K videos, if you want that free premium user account where you get lots of benefits and perks insight on platform, you have to buy and stake the sub token. So it has a lot of utilities and a lot of benefits to buy in the sub token.
Yeah, it's very smart.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's also super inspiring that you're saying that you're building all this in 9 months. That,
Yeah.
9 months.
I'm still
You
absorbing.
told me that, I was like, what?
It's built. The site is
Like-
built. It's ready to go. There's fine tuning that's happening currently with like the LLM, which is the language modeling platform, because we're not just using ChatGPT.
Yeah.
Chaining together lots of different models. That's happening right now. Literally fine tuning. But other than that, yeah, it's built. It's ready to go. 17 devs, a 25-man team.
Wow.
Can I, just going back to something that we touched on earlier, how do you find balance in your life in terms of CEO, co-founder, content creator, nurse, apparently?
Not anymore.
Yeah, see. But really, does it, like...
Having a life?
Yeah, I mean,
I don't.
so for,
Content creation is my life. Like,
yeah,
from first starting as a content creator, the whole of your life needs to be filmed. It needs to be documented. You need to keep your fans interacted. It's just getting used to, and if I've just had to get used to it from the start. It's never about, unfortunately, switching off the phone. It's never about
yeah.
stopping filming. From when I wake up at 8 a.m. to when I go to bed at 11 p.m. The whole day is work, and I enjoy my job, so I don't see it really as work, to be honest.
That's so true, and it's like some people don't really see the work that goes into being a CEO or being a content creator, but the thing is with both of those things that, for me at least, is that for me, I come in, 9 to 5, sometimes like 9 to 9, but like, and I call it a day. I come home and that's it, right? But for content creation and being a CEO and co-founder, there is no end to that, right? Like, there's always ways to improve the company. There's always ways to improve the content, and it's also, on top of that, just on the base level, it's a lot of work. Like, I try and tell friends who want to become influencers, I'm like, try to post an interesting story every day, like on your Instagram, like once a day. And
that's even hard to do.
Yeah, and that's even hard to do it. I can't do it. But so yeah, and so you have all those things going on. Each one of those things is already like a full, plate on its own. But you're finding success in both. And so that's what I wanted to hone in on a little bit.
Because I think when we had another entrepreneur on a couple weeks ago, and we asked the question, because I think it interests me and Yusuf for some reason, balance. I don't know why, but like balance of, because when we see entrepreneurs, like including our boss, like it's like you have built something, so that is what is going to fuel you every single day. And you've kind of built two things, right? You have subs, and you also have your content creation kind of career as well. So is there such thing as balance then in your life? Or is it that, you know what, these are the two things that I'm really passionate right now, and this is my focus in terms of like, I need to be balanced when I look at every aspect of my life?
I think there is no balance right now. Like I said, I enjoy what I do. Content creation has been my life for over 10 years, 15 years now. So I never will go home and probably should turn my phone off or not check an email, or that doesn't happen. It's just something that I've got used to doing and trained myself to do, I suppose.
It's hard to, because your phone is how we connect with everyone.
Yeah, it's hard.
It's how you just connect with everyone, and especially when you're kind of like part of your career is to be on your phone and like to take content. It's hard. Have you kind of put limits to yourself? I know we were talking about this as well yesterday, of like the validation part of like the phone and like receiving likes and stuff like that. And we kind of spoke about how like sometimes it's hard to not let it like get to you that like, if this post didn't get as many likes as a post yesterday, I must have not done a great job. So kind of how have you had to kind of shift your mindset when it comes to that?
Yeah, I have been doing this for such a long time now that I actually already know what video is going to do well and not going to do well.
Yeah, that's fair. Like when you look at like when we do monthly like social media reports, least performing post, best performing post, I'm sure you already know that too.
I kind of already know what post is going to do well, and it all comes down to effort and knowing your market. It's like I posted a picture on my Instagram yesterday, and I had pants on. I didn't have high heels and my legs out, and it's never going to do as well as the day before's post that got 5,000 likes because I had my legs out and high heels on.
Yeah.
My YouTube thumbnail didn't do as well yesterday as the one compared to the other week, and it's because I spent 20 minutes on my thumbnail instead of spending an hour in Photoshop and editing it and uploading it. So it's understanding your market, and it's like any profession, any career, understanding what you do for a living is mainly the part of it, isn't it?
No, it is.
Do you think there's a form of luck in both professions?
Yeah, for sure. Definitely. Luck, drive, getting out of bed, meeting new people, making as many connections as possible.
Yeah.
Confidence, yeah. As I said yesterday, I think the reason why I've always had the confidence to do whatever I want to do and been like, okay, yeah, I'll try that, is because I've got such a great mum and dad. They're absolutely incredible. My dad is literally I look up to him like a god. They've always been so supportive, and I feel like that's really made the difference in my life to be like, yeah, go and try it. Why don't you go and try that? Because they've always empowered me, and now I'm here to empower other content creators the same way that they did.
Oh, it's so cute.
That is.
People don't have that. People don't have a mum and dad that maybe would frown upon them if they put a YouTube video out there. Like, my dad was my number one fan when I first started out, and I didn't have Victoria, who films my content right now, but he would hold the camera and, like, he would film all my content. He would really be supportive for me, and that's, I suppose, I'm lucky to have that.
Wow.
You underestimate a good support system.
You do. Really
and honestly, any career you have, really.
Yeah.
It's like having that good support system.
Yeah, you have to have a source for you to believe in yourself, right? Like that's first and foremost, I feel like. And it's also, I do agree with you. Luck is a big part of it, but you have to be prepared to accept that luck. It's not like it's a lottery where just things happen for you. It's like you do have to put in the work. You do have to have certain characteristics lined up and stuff like that. So
and be able to accept the negativity, like we touched in the podcast yesterday. I'm not talking about a lot, but as a content creator, especially put yourself on YouTube, there is a lot of hate that comes with the job.
Telling me, I was like, oh my lord. I'm like, on TikTok I get told you're a bad dancer. I'm like, I it's so like it's offended, but like, yeah, I mean,
I know this is a tech interview, right? It's all about the tech, but Youssef, it's very funny because my turning moment was about 7 years ago, I think, 8 years ago. And this guy, I had this YouTube video, it went viral, it got a lot of views. And this guy just wrote, fake tit. And I was in front of a fire in my old house, and it was fake. It was just one of those, like, you know, you turn it on and it's hot, it's not real fire. Someone wrote, fake tits, fake teeth, fake fire, full stop. And I literally was crying. I wasn't crying badly, I was crying laughing for honestly about 20 minutes. And that was the turning point where I thought, you keyboard warriors have nothing better to do with your life.
Yeah, but that's how you have to frame it in your head, 100%. It's the truth.
I've been watching YouTube for maybe like 11 years. I've probably commented twice.
Yeah, because you're a normal human being.
Yeah, of course. Because you're normal. Exactly. When was the first time you heard of, bring it back to the tech and the Web3 side of things? What was the first
bring it back to the tech and the
Web3. Sorry, Yusuf. We can get very carried away here. What was the first time you heard the term Web3?
Web3.
Tokens.
That's a good question.
You know, right? Like, you were on YouTube and stuff, you know?
2015. Was it 2015?
Wow.
2014, right? I was working with somebody else on a collaboration on a YouTube video, and somebody said to me, have you heard of Bitcoin? Do you want to go in with me and we'll buy some Bitcoin? And I said no.
You're like, no thanks.
Imagine right now. I'd have enough to fund the full platform.
Yeah, exactly.
So that was probably the first time that I'd heard of it. But moving forward, thinking about what's happening right now in the content creation industry, nobody is facilitating on a high scale that's got a lot of users cryptocurrencies as a way for subscribers to subscribe to your profile. So I do get requests, you know, on a weekly basis, on a daily basis. Hey, Gabby, can I pay you via cryptocurrency? And the leading content creation platforms aren't facilitating that right now. So that's also something that I'm very passionate about, is that people that, you know, want to come on and onboard with the cryptocurrencies, you can do that on Subbed. You can.
Yeah.
You can come over, pay by ETH, pay by USDT, pay by Bitcoin.
Yeah. That was literally sour taste in my mouth, Gabrielle. Oh my gosh.
2015. What a miss.
I know. What a miss that. I know.
Yeah.
So that was the first. So then, when was it kind of? So that was the first time you ever heard of the term Bitcoin.
Yeah.
But then, when would I guess was it reintroduced?
So about 5 years ago, someone that works on the sub team now, actually, someone that's a big part of the team, is heavily involved in the Web3 and the crypto space.
Okay, cool.
So that's kind of when I got reintroduced to the whole dynamic of it.
The whole ecosystem, yeah.
I want to say that he's a degen, but you know, industry term, I'm not a degen.
Yeah. Well, 5 years ago is still quite early. 2020, 2019. That's like.
Yeah.
2019, 2019 was when I was reintroduced probably to it, yeah.
And now you're, I mean, the Subbed platform, like, even like, as I think people like content creators who might, like, I already know content creators who would be interested in this, like, because you kind of like are like, okay, well, how can I make that bridge? How can I bridge the gap? How can I become a Web3 user? Like, I feel like it's like a lot of jargon associated with the industry.
Yeah.
And I think Subbed kind of like simplifies it
exactly.
a lot.
You can come on and be a real, I call them real creators, but human creators. You can come on and become a human creator and be paid out. You know, we've got a lot of payment solutions for content creators. Be paid out in fiat, or you can maybe be paid out in USDT if you want to. But then if you understand the site, you understand how it works, you could then go and dabble in becoming an AI creator. You buy the sub token, you use the sub token to create your AI creator, and you just work yourself into, you know, the Web3 world.
Yeah.
Question. There's a lot of interesting comparisons between the AI creator and the human creator. And do you think, because I would imagine that people who talk about AI, and they always talk about, like, what does AI look like 5 years, 10 years down the line?
Yeah.
Do you think that the human creators are going to have a smaller role in content creation?
I think that human creators, great question. It's a question that I actually get asked quite a lot. Human creators are never going to fizzle out, I would say. And that's not what we're trying to do at Subbed. I am a content creator. I want to empower content creators with AI technology that's readily available. But the AI creator is going to grow, and I see the future having a lot of AI creators in it. Maybe the next movie star, maybe the next fitness influencer is going to be, an AI content creator. It comes down to work again. It comes down to work ethic, marketing knowledge, and marketing skills. Anybody, I mean, we're in Luna's offices right now. Anybody, like the person next door to me, could want to be a content creator. Doesn't mean they're going to be successful. Doesn't mean they're going to be earning $10,000, $20,000 per month. It comes down to the marketing skills, the knowledge you have, and what you've learned about your industry. Same thing with the AI creator. Like, if you put the work in and you learn about marketing, you learn about how to market that AI creator, you're going to build a following, you're going to build a network, and you're going to make money. So I always want to put that out there, that it really is about work ethic and how much you understand the industry and how to make money in the industry.
I think there is like a touch when it comes to like human element and that humanized like part of like content creation. But I agree with you. I like your outlook on how you've like kind of intertwined both.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
I'm both excited and nervous about the future, because I'm already seeing videos where I'm like, is this real? Like, like on Instagram and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, oh wow, this is a cool
But now they
car.
have like
Is
that
it
made
real?
with AI like feature, I think, to like that tag exactly.
Yeah.
I think to try and combat that problem.
They're really cool though.
There is a lot that you can do with AI, and there's so many different avenues that I could talk about now, like the fact that some people are just doing a face swap, so you keep the same body, that's why it looks realistic, like you keep the same body and you just face swap the face. Or there's completely AI generated characters, which video is probably about CTO says about 3 to 4 months away from really good standard videos. There's a lot of ways that people are doing it. I mean, talk about like green suits and being on a green background and all that. There's many ways that people are doing it right now, but I just want to make it really, really clear that we're not cloning humans, we're not cloning Jennifer Aniston or Beyonce, like we're not
Yeah.
going down that route
Yeah.
because of the AI laws that probably will come out
Yeah.
and will close
Eventually.
stuff down.
Yeah.
That it's completely random. It's, you know, the AI is taught on data sets of humans, but it doesn't mean that we're going to make people that already look that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's completely random, customizable AI generations that look very human-like.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. I think, Gabrielle, we're very excited for your sub to come out, and thank you so much for coming on the show today.
Thanks for having me.
If you had one message that you would leave content creators or anyone from the Web3, what would it be?
Content creators, I would say, let's own more of our content. Didn't even touch on the tokenizing of our own content, but let's own more of our content. Let's keep more of our revenue. Let's use AI to empower us and Web3 technology to empower us. And hopefully we're at the forefront of that $85 billion industry of the AI creator, AI agents.
I think so too. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thanks very much.
Thank you. Bye, guys.
Bye,
Like,
everyone.
subscribe, follow, and we'll see you in 2 weeks.
Yeah. Yeah. You took the outro. Yeah.